video for the 5-minute production app. The 5-minute production app is the ambition of GitLab to build something where within 5 minutes, without setting up anything in GitLab, you can go from having nothing to having a production-ready app, including stateful services. The origin of this is a RailsGirls event I mentored. And the person made an app, and making the app was very easy. She was smart and bright, and she went through that lesson within an hour. And then she said, look, I want to make something more complex. And I want to show my friends, and I want to make sure they can participate. And it took hours to make that. We had to set up a database, we had to set up Redis, we had to set up email, we had to do all these things, and it was not obvious. And I think to this day, it is not easy to start a production app. If you want to play around with something, it's very easy. Start something on Heroku, build a REPL. There's all kinds of sandboxes and experimentation. If you want to start an app where you know that the state will be stored and will be secure, it is tedious and it takes a long time. And as an industry, I think we should change that. I want to have GitLab lead the way there. Today, if you'd make something, I think I'd recommend people do Heroku. However, I think there's two problems. First of all, you know that if the app is successful, you have to leave Heroku. Most apps these days are deployed on the hyperclouds. In the West, that's AWS, Azure, and GCP. So why start on a different platform? The second thing is, it's still not that easy. It's not easy to add a production database to your Heroku app. You have to kind of copy and paste credentials and things like that, set up something locally. Now, I also would love for this to be based on Kubernetes, but I think for just a simple app, that is overkill. I think we have so many simpler technologies, and running a Kubernetes cluster can be quite expensive. So the idea is to make something that can be on the AWS free tier. So people would make an AWS account, they'd go to GitLab, they'd log in with their AWS account, so no need to create a new account. And then they add some code in the UI, and GitLab will do the right thing. It will use a serverless Aurora RDS database. It will spin up Redis and everything else. And to do that, we're going to use AutoDevOps and Terraform. Terraform has been taking off as the language to provision infrastructure. And I think that will offer a great foundation. GitLab has some Terraform specific functionality already. And you see that there's interest in this. I want to call out a project called Shipmate that leverages technologies like GitLab AutoDevOps to make things easier. And I think we as a company should lead the way here. And with just an AWS account using only the UI, I should be able to get a production-ready app in 5 minutes. And that means I have a proper database, it is persistent, it is there over time, Redis running, I have email running, I have single sign-on for users that want that. And I think we can build that. I think key elements we need is we need to be able to log into GitLab with people's AWS account. And when we do a Terraform run, we should be able to get the credentials that result from that back as GitLab CI variables, like get those credentials back and store them in GitLab CI variables. And I think it will be a great goal for us to pursue as a company. Thank you.